There was a time where football belonged to the people, to the working class, and there was one boy who embodied it. He was an ugly, badass kid named Wayne Rooney.
He is without doubt one of the best players that this country has ever had.
When Rooney came in, he was like, it looked like he was a man.
When he was 17, he was a man. He was playing like he was a 24-year-old, mentally and physically.
He was a street kid who had a raw talent.
He'd run through a brick wall for you, for himself, for the team, for the fans.
Wayne Rooney is our biggest hope. He's the best English player.
Football today is flashy, expensive, and full of connections. Money talks louder than talent, and nepotism often opens doors that skill cannot. But Wayne Rooney, he was different. Rooney came from the streets of Liverpool. No fancy training, no celebrity lifestyle, just grit, heart. He played hard, he fought for every ball, and he never cared about looking perfect. He was ugly, fearless, and unstoppable. This new generation of footballers are getting a trim every 5 days, trying to look game ready. Rooney was bald at 18. Let me take you back to the early days. Rooney began playing for Liverpool schoolboys and scored 72 goals. Yes, 72 goals, nigga. Rooney joined Everton at age 9. In the 1995 and 96 season, he scored 114 goals in 29 matches for Everton's under 10 and 11. He was a threat at youth level. Imagine a long day of school, and now you gotta defend against Wayne Rooney? Peak world with 5 simple words. Remember the name Wayne Rooney, and we did. Because from that moment on, English football was never the same. Rooney wasn't your typical footballer. He didn't have the look, the calm, polished composure we see in today's players. He was built different. Aggressive, raw, emotional. He would sprint, tackle, scream, fight, all in the name of winning. And all eyes were on him for Euro 2004. From the moment Rooney joined the England squad, he was unbelievable, said Jamie Carragher. People say he looked like more of a man than a teenager, and honestly, he was more like Superman in 2004. By the time we got to Portugal, you could see the fear in the opponent defenders. He played with this kind of swagger. He brought that kind of football arrogance into the squad, not in a bad way. It was a scout's cockiness, where he knew he was good, and he was fearless about showing it. Rooney at 18 was unparalleled. There was a reason he was rated higher than Cristiano Ronaldo, up to 2006-2007. The impact he had at that tournament at 18 was unlike anything we've seen in the game for decades. Rooney scored 4 goals in 3.5 games. England will forever wonder what would happen if he never got injured so early into the quarterfinals against Portugal. I don't remember anyone making such an impact on a tournament since Pelé in the 1958 World Cup, said the England manager at the time. The France game was astonishing. Rooney nutmegged Robert Pires, went toe-to-toe with Makelele, pirouetted away from Zinedine Zidane, won a penalty with a breathtaking run that started from inside his own half, and he dealt with Turan at age 18. To be fair, if I saw a face like that too, I'd be scared. It was a watershed moment for Rooney, who moved to Old Trafford from Everton for more than £25 million later that summer. From that moment, he was world-class, creating history. 4 weeks later, Rooney was making his Champions League debut for the Red Devils at Old Trafford, scoring a hat-trick at age 18. The next decade was history. He scored over 250 goals for Manchester United, becoming the club's all-time leading goal scorer. For England, he added 53 goals, another record at the time. He won 5 Premier League titles and a Champions League and every domestic trophy you can possibly imagine. But what made Rooney special wasn't just his numbers, it was how he played. He could score, assist, press, tackle, even played in midfield when his team needed him the most. He was a complete footballer, and at his peak, he was unplayable. My favorite thing about Waza was how selfless he was. He would sacrifice his own game for others. Rooney said he was bored when he scored 34 goals in a season because he wanted to get involved more. Rooney was deployed as the first choice number 9 at Old Trafford, and he scored 34 goals in all competitions, with 26 coming in the Premier League and 5 in the Champions League. 2 years later, Rooney was again playing as a striker for United, where he repeated the feat of 34 goals, this time scoring 27 in the Premier League and 5 in the mixture of Champions League and Europa Leagues. Rooney said, "I had 2 seasons where I played as a number 9 and I scored 34 goals in both seasons, but I was just bored." He said, "I was scoring goals, and obviously we were winning games. I just wanted to get involved in the game. We lost players and I went up top. Of course I love scoring goals. I love playing up front, but I want to play a little bit more." For those who didn't get the opportunity to watch prime Wayne Rooney, let me describe him in a way that you could understand. Wayne Rooney is very similar to the video game character Jimmy from Bully, a bald-headed prick who did whatever the fuck he wanted. They damn near look the same. The reason why we all fell in love with Waza was because who he was. The I don't care attitude, the scandals, he was a pit bull. Wayne Rooney wasn't just a footballer, he was a symbol of the working class. born in one of the roughest areas in Liverpool. Rooney came from a place where football wasn't a dream born in academies or under perfect conditions. It was born on cracked concrete, in small cages, and on the streets. Rooney's rise felt something real. He wasn't polished or pretty, he was raw. The kind of player who looked like he just finished a shift at the factory before scoring a screamer from 30 yards out. And that's what made people love him. He looked like one of us. He played the game like it actually meant something. But football today isn't like that anymore. It's become expensive, exclusive, luxury boxes, marketing deals, agents, and nepotism running deep. The players are polished brains before they even turn 18. They say the right things, wear the right clothes, and live behind PR walls. Somewhere along the way, football lost its grit. The working class soul that made this sport special started to fade. Rooney though, he never fit in that system. He was the complete opposite. Ugly, passionate, honest. When he scored, you could see the fire in his face. When he messed up, he didn't hide behind statements or PR teams. He was emotional, flawed, and sometimes reckless, but real. But with Rooney and his mistakes, the late nights, the tabloid headlines, the controversy almost made him beloved. Not because people approved of them, but because they reminded everyone that underneath all that fame and fortune, he was still a working class lad from Liverpool who never pretended he was perfect. That's why fans connected with him in a way they rarely do connect with modern day players. Rooney didn't represent money, he represented fight, hunger, and the idea that talent could still come from the streets. Rooney might not have been a baller, he was a reminder that football used to belong to the people, and that once upon a time the game was about passion, not PR. Waza will always be remembered as a working class hero who played football with his heart. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.